It's all covered in today's China Truths.
It is reported that on June 12th, Hebei Foreign Studies University announced a delay in the holiday, which caused dissatisfaction among students. That night, thousands of students gathered in the campus square to protest. Some students led their classmates in chanting "holiday" in unison. The students called this protest the 612 Uprising. It is reported that the incident has been characterized as a political incident, which has attracted attention. According to multiple video messages on the X platform, on the evening of June 12th, more than 1,000 students from Hebei Foreign Studies University gathered in the campus square to protest the school's postponement of the holiday. Students revealed that the school was originally scheduled to start the summer vacation at the end of June. But because of the visit of foreign guests in July, the school arranged for students from the School of Art to perform programs. Recently, the school suddenly decided to postpone the holiday for all students until mid-July. The decision caused widespread dissatisfaction among students, who posted protests on mainland social media platforms. On the evening of June 12th, students escalated their protests. More than 1,000 students gathered in the school square led by a student and shouted slogans, demanding that the school grant the holiday as originally planned. The students named this action the 612 Uprising and called the student who led the chants the Thermopop Man. Online reports say students' demands have escalated. They now call not only for the holiday, but also for the cancellation of morning and evening self-study, idle classes, and dormitory point deductions, demanding a normal university life. Video shows a large crowd gathered under nightlights, chanting "holiday, holiday," led by a student with a megaphone. School leaders came to talk but gave vague answers and showed no sign of changing the delayed holiday plan. On the mainland social media platform Douyin, a blogger suspected to be an informed student named No Holiday Really Speechless posted that the class was originally scheduled to end in the 16th week and the exams in the 18th week, allowing students to go home by the end of June. As a result, the vacation was directly delayed by 2 weeks, just to accompany your high-level VIP capitalists. You won. Block the negative news. A netizen, believed to be a student, said teachers followed a 16-week schedule, but the timeline was abruptly changed near the end. They were told to assign more homework without explanation. Many students had already bought tickets home based on the original plan. If they'd announced a 20-week term from the start, no one would have complained. This isn't how tuition should be spent. Classrooms get unbearably hot when the air conditioning is cut off, and the tricks just keep piling up. The above-mentioned incident at Hebei Foreign Studies University has escalated into a political incident. A mainland blogger posted a screenshot of the news stating that the incident in the West Playground has escalated into a political incident, and that the Hebei Provincial Department of Education will issue a holiday notice after an investigation. The message includes guidelines: do not watch the commotion, do not forward messages in groups of more than 3 people, do not add strangers to groups at will, do not accept any form of interviews, and do not spread news about the West Playground incident on any social media platform. Netizens, believed to be students of the university, left angry and emotional comments. I booked my air ticket weeks ago. Now I'll lose 100 yuan on the refund. Who's going to pay me back? The dorm is a sauna in summer. After evening self-study, I fill a mineral water bottle with cold water in the toilet just to cool down and sleep next to my roommate. The school gate shuts at 11 p.m. Student guards block everyone, while the security team just sits in the back, smoking. Another frustrated student wrote, I crammed several exams into 1 week, all starting at 8 a.m. I had to take tests between classes, and there are still 3 more exams in 11 days. What are we, goblins? I'm speechless. One even claimed, vendors said last year's delay was because the canteen overstocked food. They postponed the break just to avoid waste. Looks like the same trick this year. Netizens on X joined the heated discussion. These students give me hope for China. Bravo, Hebei Foreign Studies students. Chaotic management, rules change daily. Holidays destroyed, stability maintenance at all costs. This is the CCP's true governance level. How terrifying it is when a country has no concept of contract or commitment. The students have awakened. They're no longer study slaves.
Late marriage and non-marriage trend spreads across China, startling comments from the youth. Statistical data shows a rising trend of delayed marriage or choosing not to marry in both urban and rural China, leading to the emergence of divorce buddies where divorced women live with their children. The China Population and Employment Statistics Yearbook 2023 data reveals that in 2022, the unmarried rate among 25 to 29-year-olds in Chinese cities was 56.9%, and 20% among those aged 30 to 34. Notably, 30-year-olds in urban areas had a 30.7% unmarried rate. In towns, the rate was 44.6% for 25 to 29-year-olds. In rural regions, the unmarried rate for 25 to 29-year-olds was 47.4%, and 19.3% for those aged 30 to 34, exceeding 2% for all age groups over 50. Unmarried rates are higher in urban areas for ages 25 to 34, but in rural areas, it surpasses urban and town areas for those 35 and older, linked to gender imbalances in rural marriageable populations. Some netizens on Weibo question the reported rates, suggesting actual marriage and divorce rates may be higher. Experts cite factors like prolonged education, delayed workforce entry, independence of youth, high living costs, and migration as influencing marriage rates and ages. High youth unemployment, causing financial constraints, may also hinder marriages and families, according to Ben Steil from the Council on Foreign Relations. As reported by Radio Free Asia, economic stagnation is driving some Chinese youth towards a lifestyle characterized by the 4 no's: not marrying, not having children, not buying houses, and not dating. A widely shared video online shows a young individual explaining their decision not to have children. Their response, what astonishing to many, goes like this: as long as I remain childless, I remain resilient. Nearly 80 to 90% of the issues in my life can be avoided, you know? You might wonder why someone like me, who holds no grudges or grievances against anyone, should unnecessarily bring innocent lives into this world. Why should I use the hard-earned 3 million yuan I've saved to raise kids, only for them to become overworked corporate slaves, working from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 6 days a week, and for me to become enslaved by a mortgage? Why go through all that trouble? By the time I reach 35, I'll be at risk of losing my job due to optimization, and in the end, only the country, banks, and capital will benefit from my efforts, while my own children won't appreciate it. There's a saying, children and grandchildren bring their own happiness, but without them, I can enjoy my life to the fullest. It's unfortunate to burden parents with such concerns, but by not having children, I can live a more carefree life. At the very least, I won't become a parent, and I can lead a more authentic existence. Those who do have children also alleviate the pressure of being overwhelmed by the demands of parenting, and their kids will lead happier lives. It's only in situations where leaks become scarce that they become more valuable. I'd prefer a situation where both sides lose, rather than seeing someone else win all on their own. According to a report from Hong Kong's Economic Daily, 2 friends, both born in the 1990s and hailing from Lipanshui, Guizhou, embraced an unconventional lifestyle known as divorce buddies after going through divorces. They brought their respective children together and shared living arrangements. One of them owned a house, and the other had a car, which they used collaboratively. This arrangement allowed them to cut down on living expenses and improve their overall quality of life. This unique post-divorce lifestyle is considered innovative, and some internet users have expressed positive sentiments, stating, "This new family combination is really good, and there will be more of them in the future." Steil warns that if population issues continue to worsen, the economic situation will deteriorate, leading to a perpetual cycle of political and economic challenges. Shanghai water prices skyrocket. Analysis: local governments can't bear it anymore. A series of issues arising from the burst of China's real estate bubble are increasingly evident. One key problem is the growing strain on local government finances. This stress is reflected in the rising utility costs across various cities, including significant hikes in water fees in Shanghai and gas fees in Nanjing. Shanghai's tap water price, for instance, has seen increases ranging from 20% to a staggering 50% across different tiers. Incomplete data suggests that close to 30 Chinese cities have experienced notable tap water price surges within just the last 6 months. Reports from domestic self-media highlight that Shanghai is not lacking in water supply. Its water costs were already higher than some northern cities with water scarcity. The recent hikes are attributed to the real estate market collapse impacting local finances, which previously subsidized public utilities. Meanwhile, in Nanjing, a citizen disclosed that Nanjing Gas Company, without prior notification, started charging an extra 0.61 yuan, approximately 8.6 cents USD, per cubic meter. Although this revelation faced restrictions on social media, and the whistleblower's account was forcibly deactivated, persistent efforts led to media investigations and a subsequent inquiry promise from the gas company. The Yen Finance Bureau's analysis pinpoints the sharp rise in public service fees as a direct indicator of unsustainable local fiscal pressures. Even Shanghai's affluent Pudong district had to substantially increase water prices. Given that over 90% of China's other regions are less affluent than Pudong, their financial strains are even more daunting. This fiscal pressure shift has resulted not only in increased costs for utilities like water, electricity, gas, and public transport but also in widespread salary cuts for civil servants over the past 2 years. Yen Finance Bureau's examination of official figures reveals that by the end of 2023, local government debt in China is projected to surpass 41 trillion yuan, about $5.77 trillion, just a fraction of the massive total debt. Including urban investment bonds and other indirect government-backed liabilities, the total local debt could exceed 110 trillion yuan, about $15.47 trillion. Despite the potential to roll over the principal, annual interest payments, estimated at 4 trillion yuan, about $562.5 billion, based on an average 3.5% interest rate, are a significant burden. Most local governments are struggling under this load, yet they remain critical to maintaining economic stability over the next couple of years. If local governments fail to meet even their interest obligations, the burden will shift to banks and, ultimately, to the general populace. Costco opens first store in Shenzhen, sparks shopping frenzy. On January 12, Costco, a prominent U.S. membership warehouse club, inaugurated its first South China location, attracting an immense crowd with tens of thousands queuing for hours. This store joins Costco's 5 existing branches in China, including a significant one in Shanghai's financial district. The turnout was so large that the store had to limit entry, allowing in 100 people every 10 minutes. Social media platform X posts showed the extensive queue winding through the parking lot and sidewalks, with waits exceeding 3 hours. The economic downturn and a surge in youth unemployment have led Chinese consumers to cut back on luxury spending in favor of essential groceries. This shift has triggered a wave of budget-conscious shopping in China. Global brands like KFC and Starbucks are launching promotions to capture the attention of China's middle class, whose spending power is diminishing. Hong Kong, historically affluent, now sees many of its residents heading to mainland cities for more affordable shopping and entertainment. In this retail landscape, Walmart's Sam's Club, Costco's primary competitor, has become a favored destination for Hong Kong shoppers. This trend is further bolstered by travel agencies arranging group trips to mainland stores and agents buying in bulk for resale in Hong Kong. It's noteworthy that neither Costco nor Walmart currently operate stores in Hong Kong. Source: https://www. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We will keep reporting on the COVID surge in China, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to get the latest videos. And thank you for tuning in.